This is the truth about video games as well. Every game, especially if it's a fantasy RPG, a platformer, or action adventure or turn-based RPG, it will also have hidden meanings as well. For example, Jak and Daxter. That is a real series that shows a lot about the non-ether being and beyond. Jak being someone who can control each eco and use it as a weapon or use it as a power-up. That is the elementals. That is the elements. Green being water, red being fire, yellow being electricity, and blue being wind or air. And when he becomes light, Jak, that's him in his higher self. That's him in his highest form. His spiritual body, his crystalline body that activated. And then when he's in his lower self, that is Dark Jak. I mean, hell, even when you first start up Jak 2, the Fortress OST soundtrack, it even represents the same tempo and beat that you need to breathe at for the shadow breathing technique. The shadow breathing technique is something that cloaks your aura field. It cloaks your presence. It almost makes you invisible in a way. And when you listen to the Fortress soundtrack, it's the same beat, like ding, 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 like that. Another one I want to touch on is also The Witcher, which is a whole major book series made by some European. Don't know the name he goes by, but I just know it's a European. And that book series and the video games, it basically talks about how the Caucasoid man and the Caucasian woman, what they had to do to be able to gain our spiritual abilities and our supernatural powers and our superpowers. When they have to go through that grueling training, that's how they gain our combat skills. When they have to go on a diet of being on certain herbs, grasses, and mushrooms, that's what they need to eat only to obtain our perfect godlike body. When they go through the trial of the grasses where they have to get those chemicals, those basically every element that's in the body of the melanated god and goddess, you have to get that injected straight into their veins. But there's a catch. There's a catch. It makes them sterile. It basically kills and destroys and burns all the sperms in the balls of a Witcher. But if there's any sperms or, little dudes and little girls in the Witcher's, testes, if there's any left, it's too toxic and they're too dead to even move to actually impregnate a woman. I'm guessing if a female is also turned into a Witcher, it'll basically make all her eggs toxic and it wouldn't be able to, fertilize. It wouldn't be able to be fertilized by anything. There is a lot more truth to video games as well. If you used to play something like Dark Souls or basically anything that's like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Sekiro, that does represent, there is a certain lineage of beings that basically are older than time itself. And these beings are almost immortal. This is where the concept of timeline jumping comes from. And I want to touch base on timeline jumping too in a separate video. And in this video, it gets at least just give it 6, 3, 9, 12, 16, 18. Give it 18 likes. At least 18 likes. If this video gets at least 18 likes, then I'll go ahead and touch on the basis of on the concept of timeline jumping. And also, I'm also going to talk truth about the video games and animes as well in a separate video. Go ahead and like, share this, repost it. And also give it a follow. I would very much appreciate it. I thank you, and I love you all. Peace.